we met after the nigga who I was in a 5-year relationship with. Like, we met after him. And so we worked together too. I don't know why. But like we had been clicking out of bed, like his kids, his parents, and everything else or whatever. So probably like within a year into us kicking in, his car, he towed out his car. So therefore he didn't have a way to go back and forth to work or whatever. And so of course again I was working there, so you know I dropped him off to work or whatever. And then keeping, so he stayed like in a different city. And so it was convenient for him just to stay with me, or whatever. So it's like, because you know you got your car total, and to put my T out there, he was paying $1,200 in child support. So it's like you basically working to pay your child support. So you do got a little money, but you're not having a lot to come in. So I get whenever you're trying to assist somebody for they can, you know, get back up on their feet and everything else or whatever. So it's like, nah, you know, don't worry about it, because before you got here, I was paying all these bills by myself.
You hear it, I mean, a little bit of help.
Yeah, you feel me? And so like he would quote unquote buy stuff for the house, you know. I guess in my head, I can hear my brother saying, man, that's some hoe shit. You feel me? Like, he buying hoe shit for the house or whatever. But it ain't, we not there.
Right.
I stopped fucking nigga like after a while, you know, whatever. But it was definitely not because of his car, because he wound up getting another car or whatever. But yeah, I most definitely had to lay the rules down, because it's like, nah.
Right, you ain't gonna be living on free and shit.
What we doing here? Even though my dog got me in trouble too, though.
How you know you're in trouble?
So one night, he didn't come home. Granted, y'all, we did not go together.
Okay.
It was a situation.
Right.
So, you know, I guess whatever. And it was on the weekend.
Okay.
On Saturday.
Ooh.
So they rolls back to that. What happened at 12 o'clock? And so my homeboy had asked me, was like, you know, shit, you want to go out? I was like, well, yeah, like come on, pick me up or whatever. Right. Truly just my homeboy. That's it or whatever. But them two didn't like each other or whatever.
And you knew that.
Yeah. And so we got to the club, whatever, like we chilling, we vibing, like my homeboy, he over there flirting with, you know, with some females. I'm over here chilling like I do, whatever. Right. And so, I see the nigga, he see me, you know, whatever. So he like, oh, so this what? I say, oh, so this, you in here?
Right, like,
you feel me? Like, he ain't say nothing about you going out tonight, or whatever. And so, we step outside or whatever, so we be talking, whatever. You go home, but remind y'all, I rode to the club with you.
Yeah.
Remind you, my friend did not have a car.
Yeah.
And so my friend come out. What you gonna do? You get in the car with me? What you gonna do? Okay, y'all understand?
You get in the car with me, but I drove. I mean, but you rode with him.
Yes, I rode with him, so I am supposed to get in the car with him, because remind you, my nigga ain't have a car. Right. So what am I supposed to do with it?
So what did your dude say? Like,
what could he really say?
Right.
Dang, I don't know what I would have said. I was like,
I bet you want to ride? Oh, you might want to ask him.
You never want to ask him. I ain't got no answer on me. So, at your own discretion.
So I wound up riding back with him, thinking that we was gonna go back to the house, whatever. But we wound up going to his homeboy house, whatever.
Okay.
So we chilling, we vibing, whatever. So the nigga like he blowing me up, like, where the hell you went? Woo, 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 woo. And it's like true, like it was complete innocent, y'all. Like, cause the nigga like he got an old lady. Like I ain't even really into the nigga like that, or whatever. And so by the time I do make it back to my crib, you know, again, he had access to my house. Mm-hmm. So he let my dog out or whatever to go pee. Y'all, why she come downstairs, completely just sniff me out? Don't even pee. Come straight to me. Like, bro, you ain't gonna handle your business.
No.
So when he come, For real. So she come around the corner because he taking her out.
Yeah.
He, of course, he come around the corner and I was like, oh. But we outside the car just talking, whatever about the situation
Right.
or whatever. So they start trying to, they got into it.
Oh, Lord.
They are making forth. I'm like, bro, like y'all tripping. Like,
Yeah.
why y'all even going back and forth or whatever? Like, they don't even make no sense.
Niggas.
I'm not fucking you. You ain't. You know what you got going on or
Right.
whatever. So what's real? Like, what's the whole issue here? Like, y'all tripping.
Yeah. That's what it
Like
is.
this, like my homeboy or whatever. But yeah, that shit was really crazy. I was like, for that moment. Pull a whole snitch. And that's my dog. She's still my dog, but she a snitch. So from there, I was just like, nah, okay, then, Pooh, I see what you really doing. Y'all, and then he wrote a diss track about me.
Oh, I'm a diss track.
He did.
Was it good?
Yeah. It was alright. It was sort of lame a little bit. The words
Was it lame because it was about you? Or it was
No,
good
it was-
because it was good?
No, it was lame because that's lame as hell that you even taking it that far.
Yeah.
It was
Oh.
good because it was
Give
just
me Nicki
like,
Minaj against Megan Thee Stallion, bro.
it wasn't even like out, like it was straight, but it wasn't like, boy, you tripping? Like we don't even go together, and you tell me in the
your
rest.
head, but in his mind,
And no, even in his head, we couldn't have been going together because this is the same nigga that I had to take the curtain rod out and hold down on to his neck one day. You feel me? So no, you can't. You like not when you sitting up here dealing with your exes and having them sending you titty pictures. Like make it make sense. I got my chest smiling all, but goddamn. So that's why we just like, nah, I'm alright.
Yeah.
But he did used to come by and still, drop off what all I needed from him, and he went on by his business or whatever. But that was when I was young. I feel like young and naive. I still got my young days, but that's why I'm chilling at this very moment.
Understandable.
Can't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
So anybody, y'all had to go like back and forth with a few times. Y'all got some stories, some fire stories. Y'all had-
let me tell you, I got stories for days, and I have told some stories to some other friends, and that's kind of another reason why this podcast exists, because we're going to start having more story times, because my stories are like...
Okay, give a story right now because we are recording.
Let's see. Let's do the one about the married guy with the newborn baby.
Ooh,
Okay. Did you tell them that already?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
what happened?
So, once upon a time, there was a dude that messaged me on this app.
He reached out to you.
Yeah,
Mm.
right. Reached out to me, and this is the time when I'm wishing that a dude did not reach out to me, because how I ended. He was cool. He gave me like that salt and pepper type beard. He had like salt and pepper like hair. He was like 35, 36. Like what we call in the gay scene, like kind of give me like daddy vibes.
Okay, Silver Fox, baby.
Okay.
I don't know.
He had like, he looked good. And so we had like a little Chick-fil-A. So okay, this is what happened. I was on the app.
Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
Y'all seen that list of what not to take? Okay, Mr. Chick-fil-A.
So this is what happened, y'all. So I was on the app, like scrolling. Next thing you know, I got like, ding. I was like, oh,
Definitely makes a different sound. Okay.
okay. This was on Scroll.
Oh, okay.
So it was like, something like this. And I looked at it, I was like, okay. It was like, hey, how you doing, cutie? I was like, good, how are you? I was like, I see that you're really close to me. He's like, yeah, I'm new to the area, I live in Newnan. I was like, okay, cool, me too. I'm not new to the area, but I live in Newnan.
Right.
And he was like, because it was like 0 point something
Yeah.
from me. I'm like, where are you? He's like, oh, I'm at BJ's. I work at BJ's. I was like, okay. You know what Chick-fil-A, you know what BJ's is.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like, okay. what are you doing? I'm about to get off. Yeah, cause I was like, what are you doing? He said, I'm about to get off. And I was like, okay, well, I'm at Chick-fil-A. And he said, oh, cool. Do you mind if I come over there? I was like, sure. We have like a little Chick-fil-A meetup or something.
Okay, really
And so he had drove over there.
my pleasure.
He had drove over there, y'all. And I met him, and he jumped in my car, and we were like, I was eating, and he was talking about like, you're just so cute, da 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 da. Like, how have I never seen you before? And I was like, like I kind of just downloaded this app not too long ago, and he was like, oh, okay. And I was like, so you're from Newton? I mean, you're new to the area? He's like, yeah, I'm new to the area. I was like, okay, like, do you have any family in the area? And things like, no. I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, what brought you to Newton? He was like, new beginnings. I was like, okay.
Not for real.
Right. So then I was like, well, I'm about to go home. Like, this was cute. I was like, he was like, what you gonna do when you get home? I was like, watch some movies. He's like, well, can I come over? I was like, sure. So he came over and we sat. That couch was on the other side and that TV was on that side. And we were just watching. We didn't do anything. We just watched movies. Now, he kissed me in the car. But we were watching movies. And every time he kissed me, I was like,
And his intention was definitely he wanted to fuck that night. But did y'all fuck that night?
No, we never did. Never. But the way he was kissing me was kind of giving me like, I'll tell you more. So then, like, we're cuddling, like he's holding me, and we're watching movies, we laughing, just having a good time. And then 12 o'clock came.
Back to the.
So he's like, it's getting late, I probably need to leave. I was like, yeah.
He's like, you don't say he off work now.
He's like, I had a good time. Like, when are you free again? I was like, oh, I'm free tomorrow. Like, around the same time. Because tomorrow would have been Sunday. So he was like, well, I gotta work tomorrow. I can come around same time tomorrow. I was like, cool. We did the same thing. But then we did some making out. And then, like, he took off his shirt. And, because I want to feel his chest, for sure.
Okay.
But he had this little, like, bag. He had, like, this almost, like, kidney bag or something. Stop! He had, like, a little kidney bag or something. He still was cute. But he had, like, something, like, a surgery or something.
Yeah.
So, of course, you know what your kidneys help with. Flush out urine. So it's a bag of like urine. Right. And he has to go dispose it in the toilet when he has like, when it's time for him to piss, he has to go dispose it and then it, you know,
feels like that.
Right. So, the first time for me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I tell you my stories are just crazy.
I'm working on
So I was like, he was like, I know this is probably weird. Like, you probably don't want to talk to me.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, you know. I was like, no, it's not that. No, like, we all have things. He's like, you probably don't want to talk to me anymore. And I was like,
I'm
no.
trying to shame you into fucking with him.
So, like, the night progressed, and before day 3 came, I was talking to one of my ex-friends. And I was like, girl, this man is cute. And she's like, wait a minute. He goes to our church. I was like, what? Yes. He just had a baby with his wife. What?
That's why I said at 12 o'clock. He had to get back home. Because of the fact that he was like, oh, you know, doing like how I was doing it. When I couldn't leave the house at 17, 18 in high school, talking about, yo, mama, the cash rate came up short, so I had to stay after work. That's like I got money. You know, somebody didn't come to work today, so I had to clean up the front, you know, I was the drive-through. So that's what he was doing. Okay.
So, oh no, that's not even it, y'all.
Ooh.
So I was like, oh, so she's telling me this. And I'm like, what? So I look up on Facebook. I'm like, that baby is fresh out the womb. So the next day he came over there.
So you knew this. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had a whole outfit on, everything. I was dressed to the T, like I was about to go somewhere. I wasn't about to go nowhere.
But tell this motherfucker get it.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So I was in my car. He was like, "Oh, I'm about to come to the gate." I was like, "Okay." I said, "I'm in my car."
But that shit would have been so wrong. You'd be like, y'all coming to the gate? What gate? If I would have changed the code, what gate? Yeah, it's that's why I don't get no gate. Now y'all see why I don't have people coming to my house. 'Cause how do you know I'm home for you? I'm coming to the gate.
Yeah.
Well, let's make it up. I told him that he could come over because he was like, "Oh, because this was the next day."
But that's a routine he had got used to though. After he
Yeah.
get through them burgers, he coming over here to hang out.
Burgers.
What other place?
So he was like, I was like, "Yeah, you can come over to the. I'm okay. I'm going to the gate. Okay, cool." In the car, ready. I got the recorder still on my phone, y'all. But he was like, "I don't see you." I was like, I think I had got my other car at the shop.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, "I'm in the blue car over here." And he was like, "Oh, okay." So he came. He was like, "Oh, this is nice. I like this." And I was like, "So, who is Jennifer?"
He might have stood.
It was. That man looked like somebody had died.
A ghost.
Right. He was like, "How do you know about her?" I was like,
Wait, at least he ain't lying. You like, oh, how you know about her?
That's true. I mean,
"Yeah."
I don't know, Jennifer.
I said, "You know."
Yeah, he said he's. I most definitely would put that. You who that is?
Right. I mean,
I think he did say who from the beginning, but the way I was looking at it was like,
I mean, it is a first answer though.
Who?
Who? What?
Yeah. You say that when you know you finna lie.
I was like, your wife? That's what I said. I said, your wife? And he was like, oh, I was like, so you're married? Well, yeah. But we're going through a divorce. I was like, but you're still married.
And you got this baby.
And you just, and I was like, and I said, it's funny because you guys have a cute baby. He was like, and so then, I had to do my research. So I found out who his mama was and daddy was.
Not you did the whole
Yes.
Big
investigation.
Okay, and will. And then I was like, oh, and I talked about the pastor at the church because he is the pastor's daughter-in-law's cousin.
Ooh. Pastor's daughter-in-law's
We just gonna
cousin.
edit all that part out.
No, we ain't.
This gonna be bonus content.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uncut and raw. You better be glad I ain't saying names. So anyway, he was like, oh yeah. And I was like, so you weren't gonna tell me? I'm sorry. Like, I was like, you lied to me. You lied to me because you talked about like you new to the area. You ain't new to no area. You got a whole house and a family in this area. So what's the tea with that?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to tell you this, y'all. I took the man to the hospital.
Ooh. Yeah, you never told me that part. For what?
Cause of that.
No, he was sick. So we were texting. He's like, I'm just not feeling good. Da, da, da. So he is not even in Newnan when I went to go see him.
Mm-hmm.
He's in North Atlanta. South Atlanta, in the hood. That man was.
Your face from where that from?
Child, we met at Chick-fil-A.
I'm talking about him. He trying to get his fix done in the south. A whole concert, baby. He went down to get a fix.
Yeah.
That's what he did. And then the fix don't mess him up. That's why he had to go to the hospital.
Right.
He got something bad.
Yeah. So we took to the hospital. I waited for her. He was like,
You a good one.
he was like, man, you're so sweet. Like nobody would have did this for me.
What the wife was that?
Huh?
What the wife was that?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay, so this is where, because this is before I found out about the wife.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you still in starstruck like
Right. So then the next day, when everything was clear and cool, like that's when I was like, oh,
Right.
so I done did all this and you got a whole wife.
I got this information
Right.
about.
And so he was like, I was like, so why aren't y'all together? Because she found out like I'm gay. I was like, so did you tell her or did she find out?
So you know she find out.
Right. And she found out because she kept on hearing pings of a grinder and saw on his phone men.
Homemade. Can you hide, right? How do you not know how to turn off your notifications?
Right.
And
So then I was like, so I started saying, oh, so tell me, what would your mother, Lucy, think about this?
That's what you talking about.
oh, not.
And that's when I look at you like you crazy though. I ain't gonna lie. Cause how the fuck you know who Lucy is?
And I was waiting for him to look at me crazy. Cause I would have put it in the motherfucking car.
What was his name, y'all? I love Lucy.
Yeah. Cause it's about to be I hate him anyway. And then I thought about his dad too.
Ooh,
I said,
you let him have
You
it.
know,
Yeah.
you most definitely went in.
because like, first of all, don't blame me.
Yeah, that is wild though.
Because I'm gonna do my own research.
Thoroughly.
I knew everybody. And then I knew the mama's sister. His mama's sister. So, yeah, had to get it done. And he was like, well, you probably not want to hang on me. I said, you lied to me. Like, why would I want to?
There's
So,
absolutely no trust there.
right. So a few days later, he was texting me and whatnot. And he's like, I apologize. I'm not just feel comfortable with you. This, that, and the third. I was like, but you're married. Like, we can't be nothing more. Like, I said, I don't even really want to associate with you. He was like, well, let me just make it up to you. So, me being 23 and me, I invited him back over, and we talking. It was so awkward because I was looking at him like,
Well, at least, give yourself grace. At least you didn't fall into that trap, though.
yeah.
Like,
So- 2020, what we in? 2024?
Three.
Lord, I can't keep it no more.
2020 did us like that.
Yeah.
COVID-19.
Yes.
I ain't never had a problem with my ages.
Why did they get back together?
Oh,
Okay,
2023.
yeah.
let's back it up. Okay, so
the wife and the
yeah.
They never broke up.
they was might be a little rocky, but
Yeah, but he never left the house.
So the house that I went to is not in Newnan. The house where I went to was in South Atlanta,
right.
and it was just his car there.
Okay.
So, going to my church, the church over here is in Newnan.
Okay.
So he was like, yeah, she kicked me out. That's why I'm over here. Da, 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 da. Okay. Fast forward. He started talking to me. Then I heard that they were, lovey-dovey. Because when I got on his Facebook page, his picture and his wife were gone. And her picture with him was gone. Because you can tell, like, when the pictures have changed.
Yeah.
Okay. They back together. Y'all, why did I get back on one of them apps?
He was there.
And he was back on there. I said, I messed up. I said, looky. I guess some things don't change.
It's the looky.
Yeah.
What did he do?
Blocked. Blocked.
He blocked.
That's fine. Because I had 2 phones at the time.
You thought you was gonna get away?
And so he blocked me from the other phone number. I said, so this how we doing this?
At least you didn't tell the wife.
Now that took some refrain. That took some restraint.
Yeah.
Because the girl who I told this business to 2 other people. And they was like, don't tell his wife, like, that's none of your business, be messing. I said, it actually kind of is.
Yeah.
Because he threw me in this loop.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's my justice to
Well,
say.
you're coming back into it by yourself.
How?
Because you text him on Grindr.
Wait a minute. This is
But
beforehand.
you saw him
This is
on there.
beforehand.
Well, yeah.
When I first found this out.
Yeah,
I was
you
going
said
to
put you in the real-
tell Jennifer. I definitely was. I was so close. I had already had it up on there. I had already up on there.
I know.
On Facebook Messenger, I had already had it on there.
That's free time.
And I was showing it to him. Because I'm missing details as I'm telling this.
Yeah.
I'm showing him like how would she feel? Like, like your man out here trying to get dick down by a black man. Like, how does that make you feel? Like, y'all just had a baby.
That man say he. First of all.
Oh, wait a minute. Then we had an intervention because we're friends. Talking about, I just don't know, like, you know, I've been trying to, like, cover this up. Like, I don't want to have these thoughts. Like, you know, I'm going to hell, blah, 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 and this, that, and the third. I was like, but at the end of the day, you trying to hide something that you are. Like, this don't just come out the blue. Like, you done had these thoughts before you didn't trick that woman to marrying you, and you having 2 kids. Oh, you got 2 kids, by the way.
The new one and the one he been had.
Yeah. A little girl and a little fresh out the womb boy. That boy probably 3 now. Or 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably 2.
And they still together.
Yeah. I said, you know, some people gonna ride for this. I don't know why, but like, girl, like, are you? Just think about it. And there's a lot of women out there, and y'all women, please, and men, well, it's more usually women, look at your husband in the eye and say, do you really like me? Do you really want to be with me? Right. Because some of these men out here are dipping and dabbling. And they're doing it very well. But y'all know, some of y'all know. And what the situation is, y'all, some of these women, and we know what some of these women are. I'm not about to say like which women we're talking about. Straight out of high school, we're getting married. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna be a housewife. Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna make a pot roast. That killed me. That video killed me. She said, I'm gonna make pot roast.
How about show that video?
I'm gonna find it. I'll send it to you.
I'm so excited. I'm gonna be a housewife. Okay, so what happened? You know, maybe I'm Debbie Downer, or I'm just a realistic thinker. Like, have you ever thought about like what if your husband leave you, or what if your husband want to do other things that you don't want to do? What are you gonna do?
But most of the people probably don't see signs of that happening.
And they just still going with it.
Yeah.
Because that definitely, I mean, you left him for the fact that you saw this, but now y'all back together.
But that's what he said though.
Yeah.
That's what he said. You never know if she. You feel me?
Yeah.
Very true.
Cause these niggas do like think about they do and dab and still don't even. And a lot of them like they hide it very well. I mean they hide the whole wives.
Yeah.
I found out half of them, the wives don't even care sometimes.
Which is so sad.
That's true.
So sad.
I'd be like,
because sometimes people feel like they're in a predicament where they can't leave.
yeah.
And let me tell you,
What
women
will do to you.
y'all are some strong individuals. You guys give birth to us.
Yeah.
And you guys take a lot of tolerance that men cannot carry at all.
Speak that friend.
So y'all can do better.
But I would say this, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's hard.
It definitely is.
It's hard because, like, look at this table. Like, well, no, I can't say that because I'm saying is what I was gonna say was like, if it was, it's 2 of y'all. Let's say if it was 2 women, every man is like 3 to 4, 5 females. It's not the same way for women.
It's definitely harder out there for
We
us.
don't have that many options.
Very true.
And that's the very reason why it's like, for myself, it's like, I never, oh, you should date, you should do this, you should do that. But in a sense, I'd rather just, let me just stay to, not necessarily stay to myself, because it's hard, but it's just so much like, it's a waiting game. Because these niggas, like, they play out here.
Very true.
They played, and a lot of them still carrying hurt from their kindergarten girlfriend hurt them, so they want to be hoes.
I heard.
So now they got having babies everywhere. Okay, girl.
just so funny to me. Like, I want to run my husband to me.
I'm okay, girl.
Okay.
Okay, girl.
And some of the reason what I'm talking about, what I'm talking about, because of this.
Yeah, like they would be okay with it, and I just don't know no more. Like I honestly really just don't know no more. Like as much as we want to win, as much as we are out here achieving, like it's almost hard because it's like it tells us we have to either pick love or we can't be career driven. You feel me? And then it's also like, oh, y'all don't want a woman to be independent. It's like, trust me, baby, I don't want to be independent. You feel me? I don't want to be so hard. I don't want to have all these responsibilities, these different qualities about myself. It's just that because of the environment that I'm in and how the world is going, I have to be these type of things because no one's taking the load off of me.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's the same way for a man too. You feel me? Like you guys have so much going for yourselves to know there's times that you can't just relax and just chill. Again, partnership is every single thing. It doesn't matter like what your sexuality is. Like don't come into here trying to make my life hard.
Right.
Like let's come in here like with trust, knowing that what we want and see, and it goes back to what we was discussing on the other podcast is about. Do we match? Do we push? We ain't gotta force it. Cause if we force it, let's just walk away.
Right. Like you come to my life shouldn't make it worse.
Yeah. Like know who you are, but I also need to know who I am too.
Right.
You know, so again, this shit hard out here. It is. It ain't easy. Yeah, that's why it's me and my dog, baby.
Just me and my bed.
Me and my dogs. Sure. All my babies, so I can't lie.
For real, like for real. Y'all ain't gonna lie, y'all, but I'm hungry, baby. I'm hungry. I've been trying to find me something to eat.
Well, y'all, this has been great as usual. Next show, I don't know what we're gonna talk about it, but it's coming from the crew with. Well, let's talk about it, friend.
Hello.
Myself, it's all I got in the end. That's what I found out. And it ain't no need to